Butner, do you ever feel like fate brought us together?
Constantly.
Well, this time it's somewhat true, for once, because I have stolen her deck of wonders.
Oh.
Yeah, on Optimal Play, it's a special episode where we get to preview a game that is on Kickstarter now called Deck of Wonders. It is about a deck of wonders that is a mysterious, powerful artifact that we stole from Fate herself.
Okay.
And now she is sending her minions and villains and
everything after us.
That's the way. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Basically,
I see.
it's going to be an expandable card game, so literally everything might be after you eventually.
Oh gosh.
As this game goes on.
All right.
Have you played Hearthstone, Magic, Lord of the Rings, the card game?
A few times.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
you know it's going to be really familiar. It's going to be rows of minions
Okay.
fighting each other, but this game is just a solo game, or I think it has a cooperative variant, but it is primarily designed as a solo game.
Okay.
So I didn't think anyone wanted to watch me try to carry a video by myself, right? Yeah. So, so I invited you here to be our
I'm
guinea
happy
pig.
to help. I'm
Yeah,
happy to help.
yeah.
Sure.
So this game was designed by Dennis Furia and illustrated entirely by Lauren Brown, and they were nice enough to send me a prototype. So we'll actually be playing with some finished art, some unfinished arts. You'll probably be able to tell the difference between the finished and unfinished. Also, I got the opportunity to interview them a few weeks ago, and that video is up on our channel. If I have figured out how to use the YouTube features, there's a link to it like there-ish, above your head, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It could. Maybe it's over here now. It could be anywhere.
Yeah, you know, if nothing else, it's in the description below. Look for that. Also, links to check out the Kickstarter and Lauren's art, all that good stuff will be down there.
Beautiful.
Are you ready to learn a game?
So ready.
I'm thinking that we will just play a couple practice rounds learning as we play, a practice turn or two,
Yeah.
and then we'll start over and I will let you fend for yourself.
Fantastic.
Sweet. So here's your deck.
Thank you.
You'll notice that it's just one deck. You and the villain, Colin, that we're playing against,
Yeah.
draw from the same deck.
Oh my.
Yeah. So let's start. It's the first turn. You go first. You draw a hand of 4 cards.
4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Man, good at that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you'll see that these cards are double-sided. They have, the ones that have finished art have beautiful art on the top, and then if you flip the card over, they have like a transformed version of that art. So one of these is the side of the card that you use. The other is the side of the card that the villain uses if they draw it. So you will always want to look at it, at least your hand. You want to look at with the 3 icons along the top. And the name right side up. That's the player side of the card.
Okay.
So cards, there's no resource system. In fact, there's no tokens in this game. This game just uses cards. It's great for throwing in your pocket.
I love that.
Yeah. Cards generally don't have costs to play unless it's like if you look at the forest troll in your hand, the second card over, that says on it cost to discard 2, which means to discard 2 other cards in order to play it.
Got it.
Other features of the card are the upper left is their attack, the upper right is their health. So, you know, you've played these card games. This Gnomish Servant is a 1/1, basically.
Got it.
The center number is something called priority, and we'll look at that a little more once there's cards on the table. It is what the villain uses priority to decide who it's going to attack. So the higher the priority, the more likely that the villain is going to target that minion.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and so this is your hand. You can play as many as you want or hold on to as many as you want. And then the villain's first turn, they're going to draw 3 cards and theirs are going to get to immediately attack yours.
Oh.
So watch out for that. You'll see how it works. I'm not going to explain it in too much detail until we get there. Go ahead. What would you like to play?
Well, I suppose I'll play my Gnomish Servant first.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And we'll put it down here where there's like room for a villain row and your row.
So do I play him? And it says I draw 1. Do I do that?
Yeah, go ahead and draw a card.
All right. So I got a card.
Basically a freebie.
Nice. I guess then I'll play the Pixie Mesmerist.
Sounds good. She just has no text, just sweet art. So that's it.
Sweet art.
That's the art that we previewed on the interview, actually. So I have a special affinity for the Pixie Mesmerist.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. All right. And then I suppose I will play my Forest Troll and discard these other 2.
Okay.
Why not?
Used your whole hand.
All right.
All right. So yeah, there's nothing else to do. These all technically interplay exhausted, but at the end of your turn, you'll ready them all.
Okay.
So that is...
They're back.
They're back. Now, one at a time, go ahead and start drawing cards for the villain. And you're going to look at the other side of the card side with only 2 icons.
All right, Earth Shield. Place onto a villain minion, draw 1. The first time that minion takes damage, make that damage 0 and discard this card.
Okay, there's no villain to put it on, so this card whiffs, but it does say draw 1. That still happens.
Okay.
So we still have 3 draws for the villain.
Right, so here we go. All right, next up, Reinforced Dam. Taunt. You must destroy this minion before attacking any minion or villain without taunt.
Yeah, so put that into play for the villain. And
Okay.
keep drawing. 2 draws left.
All right. Pixie Cavalry is a 2/3.
Yep.
And then finally, hopefully finally, destroy the lowest priority player minion.
Yeah, the baited trap.
Oh boy, baited trap.
So the priority is that green number, so that's going to happen right now. And take out your Gnomish Servant.
Oh no.
Sorry, yeah. And then this is actually an...
One time.
I think they're called spells. Yeah, so it goes to the discard pile. It goes away.
All right.
Okay. So the next thing that happens is the villain is going to attack you. I actually think I forgot to say this until now. The goal is to reduce the villain to 0 health before the villain
I
reduces you to
figured
0
you'd get
health.
there. I was curious.
Yeah.
I was curious.
So Colin and you started with 20 health each. It's actually typical for 30 health, but Colin's special rule is that it's 20 instead.
Oh.
He is kind of the recommended first villain, so
I see.
so it's maybe designed to be a little bit of a short game.
Got it. Okay.
So what you need to do first is arrange the battle lines. What that means is put your minions in order of priority from left to right, which it looks to me like they already are, and then to put the villain's minions in the order of your choice entirely, and they're going to attack in that order.
Oh, okay.
Even this one with 0 attack is going to attack. For what that matters. Go ahead and order them either way.
So do they attack each other at the same time and like deal their attack to the other's health at the same time?
They do. Health is going to fully heal after each turn. There's no tracking minion health, but they do damage to each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then in that case, I suppose I'll put the Pixie Cavalry here, the Reinforced Dam here. I think that's the play.
All right, that looks good. So now from left to right, they're going to attack. There's a couple rules to the way the villain works. The villain is only ever going to attack the leftmost minion. So it's your highest priority, or if you had a tied priority, you could choose which one went to the left.
Okay.
If it can't kill the leftmost minion, then it's going to attack your health instead.
Oh.
So yeah, like it's not going to bother running into a minion it can't kill.
Okay.
But it does have some stupid quirks to its AI that you can take advantage of. As long as it could, if everything attacks the same minion, as long as it will kill it eventually, everything will attack it, even if it like overkills it.
Sure.
Or something like that. So in this case, the Dam is going to attack the Pixie Mesmerist. It does 0 damage and takes 1 back, but that's not enough to kill it because it has 4 health.
Sure.
And then the Pixie Cavalry is going to attack the Pixie Mesmerist, which will kill it.
Okay.
Right? Since it had 2 health to the Pixie Cavalry's 2 attack.
Got it.
It did 1 damage back, but that's not enough to kill the Cavalry. So go ahead and discard the Mesmerists.
She goes bye-bye.
And that's it. That's the villain turn.
Okay.
So we can ready those. And now you just draw 1 card on your turns. So go ahead and draw 1.
All right, I've got the Reinforced Dam. And it's a 0/4, so
Yeah, so you can
place it wherever.
Yeah, so you can play it or you can hang on to it.
See.
You could also hold on to it so that if you in the future draw a card that has a cost of discarding other cards, you'd have some available.
All right, I'm gonna hold on to it then.
Okay, that sounds good. Then you can, and actually you could play it before or after you attack, but you can also attack. So in this case, your first roll has 5 attack, and the Dam says taunt, you must attack that. If you played Hearthstone, taunt works the same way here.
Nefarious taunt.
So you don't have much option but to attack the Dam with your Forest Troll, right?
I'll do it.
So go ahead and exhaust the Forest Troll and
right.
discard the Dam because you do more damage than it has health.
Goodbye, Dam.
Sweet. And then if your turn is done, you ready your cards.
I'm done.
Draw 1 for the villain. We'll go 1 more turn
All right.
and go from there.
Regeneration for the villain. If a minion is on top of the discard pile, move it into play. Exhausted. Do not resolve its card text. Draw 1. So it is.
So this Dam has been regenerated.
Oh dear.
The beavers rebuilt it, I guess.
I guess they did. Rude. All right. So it goes back into here, just like that.
Just like that.
And then I have to draw another one.
Draw another one for the villain.
Oh boy. Another baited trap.
Oof.
Card card, discard 1.
Oh, flip that over. Make sure you're looking at the villain side.
I'm looking at the wrong side. Destroy the lowest priority player minion. Oh dear.
Oh no, your troll.
Goodbye, Forest Troll. Thank you for your service.
Okay. And then, since you have no minions, you have no battle lines to draw.
I've got nothing.
Everything the villain has is just going to attack you.
Oh gosh.
So, the dam has no attack power. The Pixie Cavalry does, and will do 2 damage to you. We have these cards as a health tracker, so we'll slide it from pointing at the 20 to pointing at the 18.
Ouch.
And, yeah, I guess you got the flow of it. It's pretty much that until you win or you lose.
Back and forth until you win or lose.
Yeah. So while you shuffle those together, why don't I introduce Colin properly? He's got some flavor text.
Absolutely.
You knock yourself out with those. Colin likes to think of himself as fate's favorite, and he can't bear the thought of someone else stealing her attention, even if it's negative attention. He's rallied the denizens of the woodland realm against you, though most of them secretly love seeing him in such a tizzy. And so I mentioned he's impatient. Both the player and the villain start at 20. Let me reset you to 20 while we're at it.
Thank you.
He also has an ability called Fools, I'll Do It Myself. If you have to reshuffle the deck, Colin gains 2 damage, which means that for the rest of the game, on the villain turn, he himself will do 2 damage to you. And if your minions attack him, they take 2 damage back. So he kind of...
Anytime my minions attack the villain, they take 2 damage themselves.
Right.
Ooh.
Which will, I guess, kind of only matter if they have 2 or less health for the most part.
Oh, right, because then they'll just regenerate.
Yeah.
Sure.
So he kind of has an enrage timer.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Got to beat him before the deck runs out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what's going on with him.
All right, I'm happy with my shuffle.
Okay, then, why don't I cut the deck?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thought we trusted each other on here, but you're right not to. I did
trust
load
you
the
so
deck
much.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I saw those cards up your sleeve.
There were a couple.
All right, then you start by drawing a hand of 4 cards.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I didn't mention this for a learning game, but you actually may mulligan your hand by discarding your whole hand and drawing another 4.
Oh, fantastic.
So I'll leave that up to you.
I shall do that.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Now we're talking. I shall play the Int Tree Herd. It's a discard 1 to draw 1. I'm going to discard...
And he's a sweet, bearded old tree man.
Yeah.
I like it.
Boy, he really is. I'm going to discard the Pixie Cavalry and draw another card.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Reinforced Dam. I'm going to put the Reinforced Dam down and just hope that it can keep its health up.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially this turn where the villain's going to throw a lot of cards into play.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So then I draw for the villain.
That's right. 3.
And these were exhausted, and now they're back.
Exactly.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now I draw 3, you said? For the villain?
3 for the villain, yeah.
3 for the villain, 1 at a time. So, Guerrilla Tactics. If there are 4 or more player minions in play, then destroy all player minions, draw 1. Okay, well, that's not the case, but I do have to draw 1.
Those poor people.
Yeah, that was super rude. All right, this one is play and draw 1. All right.
Okay, all right,
So
villain
still have 3 to go.
Villain's on a little bit of a hot streak.
All right, Poison Toad. Poison, destroy any minion this minion deals damage to.
Oof.
Yep,
Okay.
that's rough. And now draw 2 more. Enlarge Person. Place onto a villain, draw 1. My gosh, that minion has +1 health and +1 damage. Doesn't change base health. Do I choose whichever I want to put it on then?
Yeah, you actually do get to choose. So the villain cards are generally stronger. Like, that would do the same thing if you played it from your hand minus the draw another card.
Okay.
Villains generally have some advantages, but the bright side is they're dumb and you get to make a lot of their decisions for them.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then I'm going to have them place it on the Gnomish Servant.
Sounds good.
So I guess we just do it like that.
Yeah.
Great. I still have to draw 2.
Mm-hmm.
So Forest Troll.
Oh, God.
Destroy 1 other villain minion when I play this, right?
Yep.
So I will get rid of the Poison Toad because I don't like his poison.
Yeah, I like that.
All
I
right.
mean, I don't like the poison either. I like the decision.
Of course,
Yeah.
thank you. Appreciate that. And then the last, hopefully, one I draw is the Pixie Cavalry.
with that lovely corgi mount.
Yeah.
I was thinking about going and getting my corgi for a gag on this, but
I wish you would.
it's like 102 degrees in LA.
It's getting hot. It's getting hot.
We're sweating through this game a little bit, so I might maybe he'll cameo at the end.
All right. So now the villains attack me. Correct?
Yeah. So first you set the lines in the order of your choice. Remember, priority dictates your lines order unless there's any ties.
Okay. So this goes like that.
I think you would swap it because the 4 priority on the dam puts it on the left. It's the highest on the left.
Oh, yeah. Highest goes on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
So then the millions.
The millions of trolls in this deck have now surfaced, and I'm beat them all back, and now we're down to these.
Down to the 1.
Got
Yeah. The minions attack in whatever order you want. You can plainly see that they have enough to kill the dam.
Yes.
So they definitely will attack the dam, not your face. If you put them in an order where they successfully kill the dam, then they'll make the same evaluation for the ent. Can they kill it? If so, they'll attack it. If not, they'll attack you. So
do I get to rearrange the villains?
You do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then in that case, I feel like I want to do it this way, so that we do 1, 2, and then the 5 at the end.
So I think the one flaw in that plan is that this enlarged person on the Gnomish Servant makes it 2 and 2.
I forgot about that.
That said, it might still be a good play because the Forest Troll would run into the Ent in this case and take 3 damage back and die.
And then he'd get wiped out instead of, yeah.
It's a little tough because you could have the Forest Troll kill the dam, and then I think both the Gnomish Servant and the Pixie Cavalry would run into your entry herd, and both of them would die.
Yeah.
So you kind of, and this is what I find is that as I've played this game a lot, I've gotten able to kind of fast forward mentally through the battle lines and things, and I can just look at this board and be like, okay, either the troll's gonna die or the other 2 are gonna die, and that's kind of the way I think of it. It takes a few games to kind of internalize that, but it gets real quick.
Yeah. Let's get the Forest Troll off the board since he's the big one.
Okay.
So I'll trade with him. So this runs into this. This runs into that.
Yep.
Killing
the
this.
dam.
And then the Forest Troll and the herd run into each other.
Yep. So one important thing to understand here is that whenever things get discarded at the same time, whether it's because it was a spell that killed something and both those get discarded, or in this case, both of these, you get to choose the order that they go to the discard pile.
Okay.
If you have any cards in your hand that care about what's on top of the discard pile, you could consider that here.
Such like regeneration?
Such like regeneration, yeah.
Good eye, Brandon. Good eye. All right, cool. So then in that case, these 2 wipe each other out. We'll put him there and the entry herd on top.
I would have done the opposite.
Oh, wait.
The troll is more powerful, right?
Oh, I thought it meant it had to have been mine to bring it out. Oh.
I guess the game could have mechanics where it remembers whether it was a villain card or not based on how it's in the
Well, I
discard
was
pile,
thinking that means you would have to remember how you oriented it when you put in discard. All right, well, that makes way more sense.
Yeah, no, based on my understanding, the discard pile does not remember who it came from, and you can totally regenerate that troll to be friendly.
Perfect. That is exactly what's about to happen.
All right, first draw card.
Spoilers ahead. Drawing a card. I got the Trained Wasp. All right, let's do that. If a minion is on top of the discard pile, move it into play exhausted. Do not resolve its card text. So I will take the Forest Troll and put him into play exhausted.
Yeah, I'm going to turn it so it's friendly side up.
Oh, right.
And yeah, since you don't resolve its card text, that means you don't have to pay the discard 2 cost, which, yeah, that's pretty busted.
Pretty sweet. And then for here, let's play him. We will sadly, so he gets to come in. I have to discard this.
Yeah, the Trained Wasp, discard your other card. He's enters play ready to attack and go ahead and draw.
Draw a card. All right, I got the Enlarged Person. So if I played that, and he would die anyway. All right, so I'm going to hold on to this.
Okay.
I'm going to, actually, if he's got 2 attack, he's got 2 attack, and he's going to kill that regardless, so it wouldn't make sense to enlarge him. Okay, so I'm going to hold on to this.
You could use the Wasp to take one of them off the table now, though.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
It would cost you the Wasp, I think, but if it saves the troll...
Worth it at the end of the day, though.
Maybe something to consider?
Okay, so I'm going to enlarge the troll.
Okay.
Big troll.
What's that do again?
+1/+1.
Nice.
Uh,
It's a really big troll.
So So I will have the wasp attack the gnomish servant then.
They kill each other.
They knock each other out.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll put the, I'll put the wasp on top because you never know. Actually,
True.
But what if the villain has regeneration? I'd rather him come out.
That is an excellent point. Yeah, and in fact, enlarged person also goes to the discard pile, so could even go on top.
I thought I had the best play. You came in with the real best play. That's
But
exactly right.
You got to thinking ahead about the villain turn yourself on that, so.
We're getting there.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay, so you ready your minion and
Ready
take
my
the villain
troll.
turn.
Okay. And he just does 1 or 3?
He does 1 card.
Just 1, okay.
3 was only the first turn of the game.
Oh, okay. Well, damn. We've got a forest troll again for the villain. But he destroys the other villain minion.
Yep.
So, yay.
Mm-hmm.
And they race each other out.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both gonna die here, it looks like.
Okay.
Okay, clean board, but you're both top decking essentially.
That's true. All right.
A familiar moment in card games.
Yes. All right. And here comes sleep. I can turn a minion from ready to exhausted if I want. Sadly, I have none on the board.
Yeah,
Target.
probably hold on to it then.
I think I will.
Yeah, okay.
All right, fine.
Okay, cool. What's up?
Villain turn. Regeneration.
Oh no.
If a minion, oh good gosh. If a minion is on top of the discard pile, move it into play exhausted. It just happens to be. Silly me, I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I mean, it could have paid off if you had drawn regeneration.
Right, right. Double-edged sword.
It's a risk you took that didn't pay off.
It is, all right.
Okay, so the forest troll.
That's what happens.
Back in play for Cullen. It's gonna attack you right now.
For 5?
For 5,
Oh my
yeah.
Gosh, okay, so I go down to 15.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch. I'll draw my card. Regeneration. Sadly, this time
Oh
it did not pay off, and
No.
I can't do anything with it. All right, so I should wait on it. Now, I guess I would use this to weigh if I wanted to delay him a turn, essentially.
Yeah, you could exhaust the forest troll so that it wouldn't do 5 damage to you this turn. Up to you whether you want to slow the bleeding or save it for more of a board control situation.
Right. I mean, I guess I should save it. It seems like it'd have a higher payoff down the line, so...
You know, they say in these games that only you have 1 health that matters and 19 bonus health, right? So you're just losing bonus health.
Really good point.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the way I think of it.
I'm going to hold on to that. All right, so I'll draw my next card. It is another sleep.
I think that would be the villain's card.
Oh, right. This is the villain's turn, right.
Yep.
So it goes, turn a player minion from ready to exhausted, draw 1.
Okay, it doesn't have a target, but it draws another card.
Joke's on him. I don't have minions. All right. Poison Toad. Destroy any minion this minion deals damage to. Fantastic.
Woof.
All right.
Okay, they're both going to attack you.
Oof.
Yeah.
All right. So here goes 6 of my bonus health. Down to 9.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right.
All right.
Really need a minion here.
Fingers crossed.
Okay.
All right.
We've got a Poison Toad.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the good Poison Toad. Cost me 1 to play it. To discard to play it. So I guess I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes unexhausted. I guess I'll discard the sleep because I really want to try and get something back with my regeneration.
I like it.
Okay, good. Okay, cool. So end of my turn, I'll exhaust. Pull for Cullen. Cullen gets baited trap, destroy the lowest priority player minion.
No.
And there goes the old
Oh,
poison
no.
toad. Yes. And that means I shall be taking
6 more?
6 more bonus health to the face. Oh boy, it's getting rough. All right.
Yeah, I'm feeling
My turn.
I'm feeling the pressure.
Fret not. No, I can't play him. We've got a forest troll. I can't discard 2 to get him down. So my only real play is to regenerate, bring the poison toad back,
Yeah.
put him there. That goes there. Hold on to this. Goes back to Cullen.
Uh-huh.
I guess this is exhausted. Readies.
Yep.
Goes back to Cullen.
Yep, you got this.
Reinforced dam.
Okay.
So that doesn't attack me.
We'll flip that to the
right.
Angry Beaver
Angry
side.
Beaver.
Yeah.
So now the forest troll's gonna attack my poison toad, right?
So you can have them all attack in any order you want. So you could start with the dam attacking your poison toad.
Absolutely, I want to do that because he's not gonna kill him. Okay, great. So, dam on Poison Toad.
Dam's gonna die to the poison.
Kills the dam. Don't think about that too hard. Forest Troll on Poison Toad. They kill each other essentially.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna put them on top. You never know when you pull a regeneration.
So sad you couldn't hang on to your regeneration for this moment now.
Truly is. And then the Poison Toad hits me for 1.
Yep.
Down to 2 health. All right.
All right. Heart of the cards here.
Here we go. Guerrilla Tactics. If there are 2 or more villain minions in play, then draw 2. There are not.
That's not gonna bail you out here.
That's not gonna help me yet.
If you survive another round, it might be clutch.
All right, Colin. What do you got here, Colin?
I think the Gnomish Servant is game, isn't it?
I think that is. Go
ahead and draw for it. Let's play it out.
Let's see what it was. Oh my gosh! Insult to injury.
A Forest Troll.
Forest Troll. For 5.
You can have it stomp on the Poison Toad.
I guess that's true. He takes that out, but then I still take 6.
Well.
And that's the game.
Fate was not on your side here.
Not this time.
No.
No.
I was all excited too because I didn't even tell you that this is a legacy game.
What? Is it really?
It has legacy elements anyway. So there's a couple things that if you had done, one of them being winning, I would have handed you a Sharpie and told you to write on the game.
Oh my gosh.
There are boxes to check on Colin's card here. You check them if you beat Colin with more than 10 health remaining, or as you play Forest Trolls. And I was paying attention, you never properly played one. I don't think regeneration applies.
Right.
But there are, and this is a prototype, which is why it's just rubber banded, but there are these legacy packs that you open, and that most of them I haven't looked at yet, but they either add new cards you can use for deck building, or they add new rules. They might add another Colin card that amplifies his abilities. Yeah, so it's kind of, it's a solo game, but if you want to, nothing's stopping you from when it comes just opening all the packs, but
it's America. You can do that if you want.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to ruin your experience, you can ruin your experience.
Exactly. But if you want the fun experience of the game constantly kind of keeping itself fresh,
I suppose you could.
As you play it.
Absolutely.
Then you can follow the legacy steps, which is something I'm super excited to see play out.
Wow, that's awesome.
So that's Deck of Wonders. I built this deck in a way that, so if you've played Magic and Hearthstone, you're familiar with building decks. It's a really interesting deck building puzzle because every card that you put in, you have to think about what's going to happen if the villain.
So this wasn't pre-made. You constructed this.
So that is a 56 card deck. Colin has 28 cards that must go in if you're playing against Colin. So he basically builds half the deck, and you build the other half.
I see. Okay.
The game does come with, so if you have no interest in deck building, the game does come with another 28 cards that are recommended to put in. But I went ahead and switched some out, partly because there is a tabletop simulator demo that has that exact deck, and I wanted some different cards to show up on here, so viewers could see a few things that maybe they haven't seen before on this. And because there was 1 or 2 cards that were really mean, and I got mad at them last night and wanted to take them out.
Wow, I thank you.
It didn't save you, but
you missed a couple of the really, really mean ones. But I appreciate that.
It's a really. I have slight concerns that the trade-off with the villain getting its version of whatever you put in means deck building. Like, I'm not sure whether it means that deck building is a really interesting puzzle or deck building hardly matters. Right? Because the challenge would be roughly like the villain essentially adapts to the deck you build. Yeah, so I don't know. It's going to take a lot more playing this game to kind of figure that out, but I think it's super interesting.
It's very interesting.
All right, so that does it for our playthrough.
Fantastic.
Deck of Wonders is on Kickstarter. Dennis Furia and Lauren Brown, its creator and illustrator, can be, if you want to learn more about them, their links are below, and we interviewed them, and that video is attached as well. Thank you, Butner.
Thank you for having me, Brandon.
This was a blast.
This was very fun.
I really appreciate you joining, and we'll have to get you a copy too, and we can compare how our legacy unfolds.
We will.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, be optimal.